Yeah, peace. Me and God just up here building about our degrees and stuff, and we was just going through 1 to 36. So what was you saying about that, G?
Well, basically, man, it all starts with the fact that, the mathematics is the language, and the alphabet is the principles in terms of communicating that language. The mathematics is not flexible. The alphabet is what's flexible, right? So when Allah told Universal Sham God that the mathematics was firm and the alphabet was what was flexible, what he was saying was, you might switch up how you communicate certain things, but the internal relationships and the logic and the dynamics and the way that everything works is not. You can't switch that up. You can't change that paradigm up. And see, the thing is, God's be trying to be flexible with the math and trying to switch up how reality works. God is kind of this and devil is kind of that and the woman is kind of that. Nah, there's a reality to it. You can't play with them numbers, And so what that led to was a discussion of how in different countries you have different gods that have different orientations with reality, and so they may not understand our paradigm being in the wilderness North America, because if your ancestors did not go through slavery and all that, you did not get oppressed, you didn't go through that 60-year process that they talk about in the 1 to 36, you may not necessarily understand it the same way. So we were just talking about there's gods out in Zimbabwe, there's gods doing land deals in Venezuela, there's gods in Mexico City that are from there. The guy was saying he got a student out in Ghana that was in Israel at one point, and I was just talking about context, because if you didn't grow up in the hood, you may not have the context. We went into Canada also. And so I was talking about how me being of Indian or Bangladeshi descent, Bengali descent, I wrote my own 1 to 36. I looked at myself in the 1 to 36, and then I basically came up with my own 1 to 36. Not like I'm making up my own lessons, but basically my own story for how my people went through their passage and what they went through and the struggles. And really, it's very much the same, but it's still a unique story. Because my people are not in the 1 to 36 in the same sense as the people that you may say is descended from the tribe of Shabazz. So it's all about people knowing their own history and knowing their own lineage. I was just talking to somebody recently, there's white people right now that are trying to claim Native American ancestry so that they can kind of graft themselves on to our dominant ideology and feel like they're part of the 2 million Indians, when really their story is different. You know what I mean? Because they can't show and prove their Native American ancestry. If you grew up Chinese, your story is different. You didn't grow up, your people didn't get brought over here by John Hawkins. You know what I mean? So you got to learn what happened to your people. You got to learn about the Opium Wars. You got to learn about what the British did. You got to learn about the European invasion 4,000 years ago. You got to learn about all that. And then you got to be able to tell that story. And then what happens to your people? Why don't your people identify with the other people? You know what I mean? Who are they the uncles to? So on and so forth. And so, I did that, and that's what gave me my ground in terms of being in the nation of God's nerds, because I see where I fit in the story. You know what I mean? I'm not searching for definition, and I damn sure ain't trying to be something I'm not, because, people like, do we think he black? Hell yeah, I think I'm black. Do I think I'm African American? Hell no. You know what I mean? I'd be delusional. I ain't like something's wrong with me. I just understand black in the context of what the nation of God's nerds teaches, which is that black is original. If you look at any pictures of people from India from ancient times, they was black. You know what I mean? That's the history of India. India is black history. The people of India are black. They came from the same place everybody else came from. And then what happened? Same story. White folks came in, raped them, conquered them, pillaged them, beat them, whooped them, all that, bamboozled them, hoodwinked them, and all that. And then the British came and did it all 2 times. It's a 2-time whammy. You know what I mean? So that's my story. And me knowing my story keeps me grounded. Everybody got to learn their own story. So if you're Filipino, you got a story. You know what I mean? If you're Mexican, you got a story. That's why we put La Brega out, because we wanted to let people know, okay, this is the black history of Mexico. This is the black history of Puerto Rico. This is what's happening in Venezuela, because that's all that is needed. Everybody need to know how they belong to the human family. Everybody need to know how they belong to black. Because otherwise we just graft ourselves on like some hip-hop sense of being black. And I'm black because I'm down with it. No, you need to know what that means. Like DJ Khaled need to know that why he black besides the fact that he a DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what we was talking about.
Yeah, that's peace, yeah.